I'm Elaine and I convene the Prison Ideology, Policy and Law module on the LLM. Two really important things to remember about imprisonment are, first of all, the increasing use that's being made of imprisonment. The other is the incredible imbalance of power in prisons, the power of the state and the power of the people that are held in prison. We start the module by looking at the trends of imprisonment, and we try to understand what those differences are and why they're different. We then move on to look at who are the people that we send to prison. We look at the sorts of offences that they've committed, how long are we sending them there for, and what sort of backgrounds do they come from. We look at the usual arguments that the purpose of the prison is there to punish, to deter, essentially to reduce crime. But we also look at some of the wider functions that the prison plays in society, particularly in relation to the way in which the prison may be being used to discipline certain segments of the population. And we look at the nature of these segments, and again we ask why. We then look at how a prison's governed, how are they organised, and we look in particular at issues of accountability and legitimacy. And this, of course, is incredibly pertinent to the power differential in prisons. We move on to look at human rights in prisons. What are the human rights that prisoners have? Which rights are they able to exercise? What rights govern their lives in prison? And we look at particular sorts of prisoners, particular groups of prisoners, and particular issues. For example, life sentence prisoners, women prisoners, foreign national prisoners. And we look at the state duty of care in respect of deaths in prison. The module is taught by me and also by James Dixon. James is a barrister and he represents prisoners' rights in the court, both the courts in this country and also in the European Court of Human Rights. My background, on the other hand, is in prisons research. When I'm not here at UCL, I spend quite a lot of my time in prisons, either conducting research or advising prison governors. Usually we have about 20 to 30 students on the module, and they come from a variety of jurisdictions across the world. So it's really very interesting for all of us, and we do very much encourage students to talk about their own jurisdictions and how imprisonment operates in their country. The course is examined by means of an essay. We give you guidance on the essay, so the formative piece of work that you'll hand in will be a plan of your essay that we will hand back to you with advice.